Good day and welcome to African Agriculture Baselines. I'm your host, Mark Brown. This time we'll be taking a look at the Ghanaian rice industry and how it's expanding. Thanks for joining us and let's take a look. In the 1970s, Ghana began growing its rice growing capacity through government-sponsored trainings, utilizing Taiwanese, Chinese, North and South Korean expertise and input subsidies. In the 1980s and 90s, these projects all but stopped as agricultural subsidies were halted under pressure from the IMF and World Bank policies. In 1999, in the Volta region near Asutsware Dam, a low-lying area was converted into a rice-growing area. There are pump systems and irrigation trenches that run throughout the area along the fields, 1 hectare in size, 2,500 in all. Most of these farmers are primarily tenant farmers. Access to irrigation will allow 3 rice-growing cycles per year once the rest of the agricultural system has developed. Although rice from the West and Asia bombard Ghanaian markets, the share of Ghanaian-produced rice has increased recently to 30%. Ghana is now taking a bold stance to put tariffs on imported rice in an effort to make Ghanaian rice more competitive on the local market. The rice is predominantly harvested by hand, although the government, through its Ministry of Food and Agriculture, has facilitated the acquisition of combines to ease in the harvest. The ministry has also built rice drying platforms, which are used extensively, although production of rice often exceeds their capacity. Mills exist in relatively high numbers, although the quality that they produce leaves something to be desired, and most commercial aggregators prefer to buy unmilled rice and mill it themselves elsewhere. Input supply shops exist, selling pesticides, fertilizer, as well as motorized tillers. Fertilizer in Ghana is currently subsidized by 50%. Although the inputs are there, farmers are having a hard time connecting with the cash to meet the input requirements that their fields demand. Market facilitators have helped link aggregators with farmers to better understand each other. Where financial institutions did not see potential in farmers, some bold entrepreneurial aggregators have assisted farmers by pre-financing inputs for them in exchange for their end product. Significant challenges exist with these emerging relationships, however, and defaulting farmers make books difficult to balance for pre-financing aggregators. When aggregators cannot be repaid by some farmers, it puts less cash on hand for the aggregators to provide the successful farmers after the harvest. This difficulty leads to successful farmers often not getting paid for their harvest in time to purchase these important inputs required for the next round of crops, or to expand their operation, and this is seen as a key bottleneck to the growth of the success of the overall project. Market facilitators are hard at work hand in hand with farmers, aggregators, and input suppliers to help them further understand each other and iron out the remaining wrinkles in economic flow of this system. Advance is a 4-year initiative implemented by ACDI VOCA and funded by USAID. It seeks to leverage the market facilitation approach to let the business of 6 commodities, including Ghanaian rice, grow. That's all the time we have for this edition, but thanks for joining us. And until next time, I'm Mark Brown, and that's the Baseline.